and increases themselves to 5-1. Who would have seen that coming?
Not me. I remember. What was it? 2 years ago? Not even playoff contenders.
Yeah, I don't know. This team could definitely end up as a division winner, let alone a wild card team.
Woo! Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota for the same reason that you're saying. The only defense or offense, I should say, that Washington has RG3, and he's banged up. Have you seen that hit last week?
Ooh, that was a hit.
It hurt. It hurt to watch. You knew the minute he got hit. He needs to learn to go out of bounds, slide. This isn't college no more. You're not going to get hit by somebody that's maybe the same size.
No, these guys are
built to hurt you, and they're going to hurt you every chance they get. And RG3 found out the hard way that that's going to happen. So I'm going to take Minnesota on this one.
Ooh, Sunday night.
Green Bay at Houston.
Well,
ole, 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 ole.
I don't know. The cheeseheads over there up in Green Bay can't be very happy right now with what they're seeing out of their Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers not off to the start that he was expecting. Greg Jennings has been really hurt this year. Defense hasn't done much of anything. They've done a lot of complaining, especially after that Monday night loss to Seattle with the Hail Mary. They complained all week. Then they go and they take a big lead at Indianapolis, and they go and they blow that. Things are just falling apart right now for Green Bay. Sad to see it. Green Bay out right after the Bills is my team.
New England's not too far behind them.
And it's a shame to see them struggling like this. On the other side, you got the Houston Texans, who are playing the best football they've ever played in the history of that franchise.
Mm-hmm.
What is that going, about 12, 13 years now? This team is awesome. They got a guy, J.J. Watt, plays on the defensive line. This guy is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Last game you watched him on Monday night, he had about 3 sacks. He had the tip pass at the end of the half when the Jets were about to go in and score with 30 seconds or 40 seconds left in the half. He tips it gets intercepted, and what happens? Houston runs it all the way down to their 10-yard line, and they end up scoring. So this guy is a big-time game changer. This is a big game for both teams on Sunday night. Does Houston have a little bit of a letdown here? I don't know. I mean, really.
I was gonna pick Green Bay. I'm gonna pick Green Bay.
I am also gonna pick Green Bay. This is just a game where the veteran team you think steps up and does what they need to do. Green Bay needs this game so bad. Houston
didn't look that great in that last Monday night game.
No,
versus the Jets. They didn't look like Houston. They won. They didn't look that great, but they pulled it off.
They won, yeah.
Jets had their opportunities to win that game, and they didn't. Now you're going against a Green Bay team that's backed in the corner. They've had a couple upsetting losses.
That's exactly what they are. They're backed into a corner. Exactly. They have no choice. If they don't win this, their season might be done.
Yeah.
Like, this could be the end of their season if they lose. So I am also going to say the Packers get the upset on the road on Sunday night.
Both going, is that going to be your upset pick of the week?
You just have to wait and see.
Ooh, we have one more game to talk about. Monday night, Denver, San Diego.
Well, this game always got to me over the years. I always like this one. It's usually a high-scoring game, lots of offense. But this year they
won't be sunny because it'll be.
Oh yeah, get your shades on. Too bad it's gonna be at night.
No.
Well, actually they got the 3-hour difference, so it'll be sunny for a while. But no, always usually an offensive game. Both teams can run it. Both teams can throw it. Obviously now you add Peyton Manning into the mix with Denver. Their offense is gonna be just fine. Can Denver's defense step up here? They have not stepped up this season when they've needed to.
They have not.
They have not. Their defense has really been down. I think a lot of people
and
thought
again,
they'd be a top
San
5
Diego's
defense.
going into another primetime game.
At home this time.
At home.
And if we all remember correctly, when Peyton Manning was with the Colts, it was the only team that he consistently struggled against. San Diego Chargers. Every time they played, he'd throw 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions. I remember watching him on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And Antonio Cromartie was still a cornerback for the Chargers, and he had 3 interceptions on Manning himself.
Mm-hmm.
Manning does not play well versus San Diego. I don't know if that was Manning with Colts, or if it was just a Manning thing, but we're going to find that out this Monday night.
Is it just me, or does Manning seem great quarterback? Does he seem like he's doing something different with Denver than he was doing with Indy? Is it just because he's just starting with these guys and he's getting it up to the Indy point?
See, I don't think so. I think
Or
Peyton
it's
Manning
just a
was,
whole new Manning.
before this season, I said I did not think Peyton Manning was going to have the year that he's used to.
Mm-hmm.
And as of right now, I've kind of been wrong. Peyton Manning's left right off where he left. Or he took right off from where he left when he was out a season ago.
It's tough to
what's different? What is different? You still see him at the line of scrimmage, changing the play. He's yelling audible this, audible that. You go here, cover him, Mike. Outside linebacker. He's
Mike.
Right. He's changing the play at the line. Nothing's changed. He has tons of receivers over there.
Absolutely.
What has changed with Manning? Nothing. Nothing has changed. The only thing is that maybe he doesn't have as much control overall as he did as the Colts. I mean, he was there for how long?
I
think Manning has been really good. I think Manning has impressed me a lot.
You know, I like Manning with Denver. I think that he's going to be successful with this team. I'm telling you, and I said this last week, I'm going to say it again. You give Denver 2 years, a year or two. If Manning's still with them, and Manning can run that team the way he wants to run that team or offense, you look for that offense. You can't speak for the defense here. The offense will be Super Bowl contenders. Mm-hmm. Now, what the defense does is a whole other ballgame. If the defense just nothing gets done,
right.
I
don't think the defense is something to be worried about for Denver. They have great defensive players. It's just they really haven't come together in one game. They just haven't had one complete defensive game yet.
No,
but that'll come. I mean, sometimes it just takes a little while to get going. But they will. That'll come around for them, and when it does, that team might be. They could be an unstoppable team if that defense can come together. Because they do play good special teams. That Matt Prater kicks 50-yard field goals like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have any issues really on special teams either. But when it comes down to this game, I'm going to say Peyton Manning, the sheriff, goes into San Diego, comes out with a big W, division win. They'll have a nice division lead after it. I like the Denver Broncos.
So who do you think is going to win?
It
doesn't matter! I think Denver, too. I think Denver's going to win this. It's pretty straightforward. Denver looks like the better team. San Diego looks falling apart.
Yeah. San Diego always disappoints me. You always think they're going to be the best thing, and then...
See, it's hard to see versus New Orleans. You can't really compare it. Drew Brees had the game of a career. I mean, he created a record, or set a record, and that probably pumped New Orleans up, like you said, in Week 5 review, to pump that whole team up to work for him because he has pumped that team up for so many years, won a Super Bowl with him. So the guys kind of returned the favor for him. Now, is that something that San Diego, could that affect how they played or how that game turned out? I think so. Denver, now they're going into a rival game with Denver. I think Denver's going to do the same thing. I think Denver's going to beat them worse than New Orleans because I still have a big problem. I shouldn't say problem, but New Orleans still does not look that great.
Right. Well, a little bit surprising here. Both of us took the road team in the Sunday and Monday night games.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen too often, but I don't know.
It happened this week.
I think it's going to happen this week.
I think it is going to, especially the Green Bay. How do you think you did? I keep asking.
I have no idea how I did, but we're going to find out on Sunday. But so, let's hear it. Your big lock of the week.
Lock of the week. Let's go through it here. Out of all the teams,
if you got to pick one team and you just need to bet the farm, who's it gonna be?
New England beats Seattle.
You heard it first. You heard it here. The New England Patriots will win at Seattle. I'm gonna say this week's lock of the week is the San Francisco 49ers getting it done over
what?
The G-Men.
Oh no! Here we go. Last week, you want to talk about it? Your lock of the week last week was Green Bay and Indy. I picked Baltimore because something shaky about the Green Bay Packers, which is why I didn't want to touch that. You mean the lock of the week? You really think San Francisco has got the New York Giants? You think there is no way the Giants can beat San Francisco? That's your lock?
No, I think there's a way the Giants can win. But, yeah, my lock of the week is the St. Fran.
You're telling everybody who's watching, which has been actually getting a lot of people lately, they've actually been using this. You're telling them to pick San Francisco.
San Francisco 49ers are going to win that game. That's what I think.
Pick New England over
If
Seattle.
you don't believe me, take the Giants.
They should have took Indy.
So, and how about your upset of the week?
Oh, it's got to be Green Bay.
Green Bay?
It's got to be Green Bay. It's got to be Green Bay. Every arrow is pointing to disaster for this game for Houston. Green Bay backed into a corner. Houston 5-0. They're pumped up. It's a primetime game. It looks good for Houston. Oh, we're going to show off on this. We're undefeated. We're the team to beat. Well, you're playing a team that has won the Super Bowl many times with these players. Aaron Rodgers has seen Super Bowl.
No,
He knows pressure. He's going to go in there, back into a corner. He's going to win this game. I have a big feeling.
I completely agree. I also think the Green Bay Packers are going to win this game. But that's not my upset of the week because that's not the biggest upset I have picked this week. My big upset of the week is the Oakland Raiders going to the Atlanta Falcons all the way on the East Coast. They're going to pull out a real big win over the best team in the league. And they...
You mean a real big
Oh,
win.
yeah. I mean real big. I mean, after this week, there's going to be 0 undefeated teams because you like the Packers as your upset, and I like the Raiders as mine, and that means everybody will have a loss. But that's why they play the games. Because nobody knows until they actually strap it up, throw the pigskin, and play some football.
Well, well, that's going to do it for Week 6 pick. Hopefully we helped you out.